Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Grab behind the line. It's Craig. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now on first down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. With the catch, it's Frazier. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Paul, we're halfway through the season. You don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw, it's Grant. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Grant. Grabbed in the middle, it's Black. Nice move, creates some space. Flying down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get...
There he goes. Lowers those pads. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Perry. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air, it's Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 45, on his way. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now they'll run the draw. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Odom. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dances away. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking downfield, it's Grant. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The play-action fake. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! job. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that, at that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with second and long. Fires it incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Looking to throw, it's Grant. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking down the left side. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Grant. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Took care of it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got his man in the middle.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Dogs will try to convert on 4th down. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And he added the extra point.
38, Mississippi State, 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Perry. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Grant. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Reese. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. Some misdirection with the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught, close to the marker, it's Odom. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Turning it on! And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And and he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Takes the handoff. It's Pittman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To throw, it's Pena. He's going to run it. Brings into the open. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.